Okay, students, we'll start today's discussion with the capital markets. And our discussion will go for 2 hours. Not today. That is basic things in the capital markets. What you have studied in corporate finance, we are going to recall today. Followed by that, a nice, interesting case study of Reliance Industries. We plan for around 1.5 hours. So today our class will go up to I think 2:30, 3:30, and possibly somebody can inform me that if we come around 3:25. So tomorrow we will continue the class possibly with the Reliance case study. That is the aim of these 2 hours. And before going to the topic, we'll have a discussion in the podcast, which is relevant to our topic. I have posted two news in the group. One is about the Tata Motors to rise up to 500 crores through the issue of securities. That is the first news what I have mentioned there. And you can see some of the students already responded that one. But you have to see the news clearly. This is called the capital infusion. In other words, this is called raising the money through the issue of securities. Of course, here they mention different securities. That means Tata Motors need 500 crores. How they are going to get the 500 crores? For that purpose, what they are doing, they are using some financial instruments. Here they used to call it as securities. And if you gone through the second paragraph, they mention clearly that the company will issue up to 5,000 rated, listed, unsecured, redeemable, non-convertible debentures. See that one. These are all the securities. E30B series. E30B series means it is high rated value, which is targeted towards the institutions, not to the retailers. That is why a face value of the share has been fixed at 10 lakh rupees. You might have studied face value of the shares just 10 rupees, but since it is E30B series, that is which is targeted towards the big institutions, especially mutual funds like that or capital providing organization, they fixed around 10 lakh rupees per share. Of course, they are going to gather 500 crores rupees. So simply speaking, they wish to raise the money. They are not going to raise money from themselves since they are not having such a huge profit. Of course, they are running in profit, but they wish to issue securities. You must know the concept of securities here. How they are going to issue the securities. For that purpose, they have to identify some market. That market is called capital market. Simply speaking, capital market is a place where the securities are being purchased or sold. Selling and buying of securities. Here you are most of them done correct answer. Equity and debt. Of course, here they mention about the debt capital. Debt capital means debentures. What they mention, they are going to issue the debentures, that is non-convertible debentures they are going to issue, and based upon that one they are going to get the money. This is one type of capital infusion. We call it as capital infusion. To infuse this capital, we need a market. That market is called capital market. In this capital market, we will sell the securities. The securities are in the form of either debt, either equity or bonds or any other methods. Now, why I am telling means it also includes now derivatives, everything. There are number of option bonds are coming. So you must understand clearly what the capital market people are doing. Buying and selling securities. These securities are for long time. Here in this example, what is going on recently, that is they mentioned on July 21st news only. They clearly mentioned Tata Capital, that is Tata Motors, is going to raise the money. They are considered as the sellers in the market. Buyers are the investors, and the product is the security. For that purpose, they may go for anything. Anything in the sense, what are all the procedures we can raise the money in the capital market. They are going to see what is the role of SEBI, what are all the guidelines issued by Security Exchange Board of India, what are all the guidelines issued by the Bombay Stock Exchange, what are all the guidelines issued by the National Stock Exchange. All these things they will go through, then they are going to finalize. This is the pre-placement of capital infusion. That is why I posted the news, and we'll see the answers after this slide. Another news also I have posted. Here I have not asked any questions. I thought somebody will answer something. But you can see that one. SoftBank. This is the news about the SoftBank. Bagged Lens cart. I think some of you know about the Lens cart. Everywhere you can see in Bangalore. It is going to raise $220 million. So what they wish to convey that Lenskart is so far promoted by a bank called SoftBank. You might have studied in entrepreneurship. SoftBank is a very nice organization in venture capital funds. They used to fund the startup business. The Lenskart was financed by the SoftBank. Whenever Lenskart needed money, that is to raise the capital, it has been provided by SoftBank. But now, since they are moving from the entrepreneur to their regular business, they wish to raise the capital. So for that purpose, they are planning for $220 million. And you can see where they are going to get that money. They mentioned that they are going to raise $220 million from Temasek Holdings, Pitt and Falcom Edge Capital. All these organizations, they are not going for capital market, even though they are going to get the capital infusion. They are not going for BSE NSE. Even then, this is also considered now as the capital market. Capital market never means the stock exchanges. It also include the venture capital organization. Here, Lenskart is raising money from different persons. The Temasek Holdings, Falcom Edge Capital, all these are all the organizations, those funding the new entrepreneurs as well as the existing business. So this is also called as capital infusion. Whether this is called debt financing or equity financing, come on anyone. In case of Tata Motors, you rightly answered, they are moving towards the capital market. It is the debt financing. Of course, they have been already financed with equity. Now you can see the lens cart. They are also going to raise the money, whether it is debt financing or equity financing. Come on. What happened? Come on quickly. Somebody is going to answer. Hmm? Then I will call the name. Jivida. What happened? Jojo. Then all people are there. The recording is also going on. Jojo. Jivida. Melvin. Melvin. Melvin will answer.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Melvin. What is this mode of financing? Whether it is equity financing or debt financing. The SoftBank backed Lenskart, that is once upon a time, Lenskart was financed by SoftBank. Now they need capital. For that purpose, they are approaching Falcon Edge Capital. Whether this is equity financing or debt financing. Come on, don't worry. Melvin, you will be 99% correct. Come on.
Sir, I think it is equity financing.
Good equity financing. So according to Melvin, it is said to be the equity financing. Good. Anybody is saying debt financing? Melvin is saying equity. Some of them, they are not telling anything. Hmm. Okay, we'll ask girl side. Hmm. Nikita. Nikita will tell something. Nikita. Nikita. What happened? Gayatri.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Gayatri. What do you think whether it is debt financing or equity financing? Financing by
Equity financing.
equity financing. Are you 101% sure? What, Gayatri? You should have some confidence now. Okay, we'll ask Ritvij. Ritvij? Ritvij. Hmm. What happened to Ritvij? Okay, we'll ask Pramod. Philip. What? Then our Kiran will answer finally. Yes, Kiran, you can tell your suggestion. Kiran, what you are doing?
Sure, actually there are two friends.
Yes, Kiran. I am unable to hear your voice loud.
So there are two Kirans, Kiran S and Kiran Kumar.
Whoever it may be, yes, anybody can answer.
Yes, Kiran Kumar here. I think it's a equity financing, sir.
Mm. Why you are saying this an equity financing?
Because the financer, I mean Lenskart, they are not promising anything to pay back in return. These companies are investing their money to get some percentage in Lenskart. That's why.
Okay, good, Kiran. So Kiran also mentioned correctly. So nobody is supporting debt. Huh? Okay. I think somebody is messaging. Rituj is saying his mic is not working well. Okay, dear students. The purpose is you must understand the debt financing and equity financing. Here, in case of Lenskart, if the Falcon Edge Capital is demanding share from the Lenskart, definitely it is like that because it is financed by the Falcon Edge Capital, and if they are demanding 20% of the profit because they might have contributed 20% capital, then it is called equity financing. At the same time, there are some of the organizations who are lending to others. What we have discussed in the previous example of Tata Groups, Tata Motors, it is the debt financing. Be clear, you must understand. However, the equity financing is very popular in capital market in BSE and NSE because they may sell the equity shares. But this is also one form of equity financing. Most of the students assume that this type of financing is not equity financing. But dear students, you should be very clear. If a person is investing some money as a capital and expecting profit as a consideration, then it is called as the equity financing. You must know. That is why I have told this news. Okay. So you must know this is one type of equity financing. Whereas in Tata Groups, it is considered as the debt financing. Let us see what you told. Very nice discussion held. I am mentioning only few things. Of course, now some other students also mentioned. Rachel mentioned about the Tata Motors. And according to Rachel, she assumed that it is an equity infusion because it promoter is going to give means it is an equity. But they are not so far decided. Then another person mentioned clearly that it is equity. Then there is a confusion to some students. Starting from Rosemary, everybody mentioned that debt and equity. The concept of debt or equity has not been decided by the Tata Group, but they mention only as the debt so far because they are going to issue the debentures. In future, if they change the plan, if their own sister concern is going to invest, then it is equity financing. That is why some confusion over your answer. All the answers are correct, but in my opinion, once they declare, we are able to know. But as per that news, they mention only about the debt capital. So in the debt capital, they clearly mention what type of debt capital they are going to do. Okay. So based upon this, you must know the meaning of the capital market. You might have studied in UG classes or in corporate finance. So let us recall the meaning of the capital market. It simply means where the buyers and sellers can interact the financial securities. That's what I told. It is financial instrument. Since we are discussing in the form of financial instrument, in capital market, we used to call it as financial securities. Financial securities means financial instrument or financial product. If a company wish to raise money, even if any other person wish to raise money, either in the form of shares, debentures, or from the venture capital, then it is called as the capital market. Simple thing. Somebody should buy, somebody should sell, since it is called as the market. But the purpose of borrowing money or selling an financial instrument is for raising the capital. In the first example of Tata Motors, we have discussed Tata Motors need 500 crores. For that purpose, they are moving towards the market. At present, they are telling the debt market, they are going for selling the debt instruments. Tata Motors is said to be the seller and the investors are said to be the buyer. And the investors, they clearly define institutional investors. They are not going to get the money from retailers, B30E. That means high-end customers, institutional investors. That is why they fixed a price of the instrument equivalent to 10 lakh rupees. A security unit price is considered as the 10 lakh rupees. It's not 10 rupees. See that one. So for that purpose, Tata Motors may go to the capital market. They may go for BSE or they may go for NSE or any other share market. Same thing in the second example we have discussed. In case of Lenskart, it is also coming under the capital market. They are raising the money. For how they are raising the money? By equity sponsors from some of the banks, or some cases they may give us the loan. Loan means it is considered as the debt instruments. If the organization is asking the profit from Lenskart, then it is equivalent to equity. So equity here it is mentioned in the meaning as the shares. Dear students, so you must have the basic knowledge of the capital market. In capital market, we will sell the financial instrument. But in capital market, we are using another jargon called securities, financial securities. That is the product. The seller is the person who is going to get the capital, and buyer is said to be the investors. That is the simple concept of the capital market. In case of India, you can see the structure of the capital market. How far the capital market is working. In case of India, if you see the example, in case of India, we are having government securities. Government is also in need of money. Be clear, it is not only the business people, but also government. Government needs money. Government is issuing bonds. It is in the form of gold bonds, commodity bonds, etc. So be clear, government is also engaged in the form of capital market. Government is also one person who is going to sell the securities. Government securities. We used to call it as gilt-edged securities, the technical term. That means usually the government securities are debt instruments. Government needs money, they may issue the bonds, especially infrastructure bonds. We used to call it as infra bonds. Infra bonds means constructing the building, constructing the very big bridge. You know, once upon a time, Konkan region. Before that, Konkan region was not connected by railways. Then they laid railway line, a nice railway line. You can see the nice Western Ghats. It will pass through different caves. You can see one side sea, another sea side hill area, the greenery. Konkan Railway invested the huge money. By the time the government issued the Konkan bonds from Mangalore to Ratnagiri, then to Pune, full of the Western Ghats section. They created the Konkan region. And throughout the Konkan region, they laid the rails. They introduced the trains that one. For that purpose, the government invested the huge money. Government was not having the money to invest. So what they did, they issued Konkan bonds. Even now It is very, very famous. It is a debt instrument, debentures. Same times, the government is planning to go for issuing bonds for construction purpose, especially in case of West Bengal. They used to raise money for constructing one more bridge in Howrah. In New Delhi, smart city plan. All these are all attracting huge investments. For that purpose, especially smart city purpose, they can go for issuing the bonds. In Bangalore also, BBMP issued 2 times the bonds. BBMP needs money, so they went for bonds. That is the government securities. It is also called as gilt-edged securities because it is fully secured from the government. There is no default on the government securities because the government is only issuing the debentures. Once if you purchase the debentures, they will give the interest. Okay. However, it is managed by RBI and SEBI also. Then we can see the industrial securities market. See that one very nice example is Tata Motors, what we discussed today. Industrial securities market. For commencing the industries, we need capital. Because capital is said to be the human blood for the industries. For that purpose, they issued the shares or securities. Tata Motors, what they did, they decided to issue in the new market, or it may go for the stock exchanges. That is coming under the industrial securities market. Then, development financial institutions. That is development banks or development financial institutions. They are also investing in business. And they are providing huge loans to business. Might have seen number of business units, especially the production-oriented organization. They borrowed money from these development financial institutions. Development financial institutions, some example are State Finance Corporation, ICICI, not ICICI Bank, but ICICI. Then IFCI, India Finance Corporation of India, IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India, Unit Trust of India, all these are all there. These organizations are coming under the development financial institutions. This institution will also provide capital for the business, but it is in the form of bonds. Be clear. Then, the financial intermediaries, they are also providing the capital. They are also the sellers. Sometimes they may be the buyers. Today, example we discussed with the nice point of the SoftBank financing Lenskart. This comes under the financial intermediaries. They are also coming under the part of the capital market. Because in our example, one of the famous bank is ready to finance Lenskart. Financing in the sense, providing the capital. So now, these venture capital companies like SoftBank, Tiger Global Limited, there are a number of venture capital industries or banks in India which are providing for startup. Not only small companies, now even in case of Hindustan Unilever, they are having the venture capital funds. Even big institutions, they have created venture capital fund and they are ready to provide that fund for the capital in the form of equity or in the form of debt. These institutions are called financial intermediaries. Merchant banking, even banks doing the merchant banking, mutual funds, that is Unit Trust of India, etc., leasing companies in India, and financial organization. These people, there are a number of private peoples in India who are ready to finance the business for their capital. That is why they are called as financial intermediaries. So, dear students, you must understand the capital market structure. Who are all in the capital market structure? Who are all the participants in the capital market? You can see even it starts from government, industrial securities market, IDBI, IFCI, ICICI, UTI, then finally the soft bank, number of organizations, private financial people, even the UTI, all this comes under the capital market. So simply speaking, the capital market buyers or investors, but the sellers are government, industrial securities people, development finance institutions, and financial intermediaries. This is the basic thing you must understand in India. So in case of India, our capital market is in a different method. Of course, the primary one are stock exchanges. No, everybody should understand. But usually when we are talking about the capital market, the students are mentioning only BSE, NSE or now India INX. But it's not like that. It includes government, then the BSE, NSE, all these things, then development financial institutions like IDBI, ICICI, UTI, LIC, etc., and the venture capital funds, Tiger Global, SoftBank, leasing companies. All these are all coming under the capital markets. So you must understand clearly the capital market structure in India. Some of you already studied all those things. And then I am telling that one. So what these people are doing in this capital market? So in case of regular market, they are buying, selling any product. Same thing here. In case of capital market, their main function is mobilizing the financial resources. That is the very important thing. We need some rules and regulations. That is why we are having the SEBI Act. Financial resources. They have to procure funds. Then they have to secure the much required foreign capital and know how to promote economic growth. Different and very core function. See that one, the capital based on the capital market only, even we are judging the Indian economic position. Surprisingly, how will you say that Indian markets are doing well, India is going well, if our BSE Sensex is moving in upward direction and NSE is moving in upward direction, and in India INX more sellers are coming. If the BSE Sensex is increasing or Nifty, if it is going in an increasing manner, we are saying that, oh, Indian economy is moving in right direction. See that one. That is why the functions of the capital market is clearly mentioned that it should promote the economic growth. Whoever it may be, how when a foreigner is coming to India, first he will see what this BSE is moving. Whether the stock market trend is in bullish effect or bearish effect. If it is in bullish effect only, he conclude that Indian economy is improving. Then the third one, most effective allocation of mobilized financial resources. Once we gather the money, we have to allocate the money to the business people. That is the persons who are considered as the sellers. Why this is included? That is very interesting question. Say for example, our brother Dominic is commencing a new business. He is mentioning Dominic Private Limited. So, brother is planning nicely as a managing director. So what brother Dominic will mention? Since they are already in business, when they are going for capital market, either in BSE or NSE, they may issue shares. Dominic Private Limited is issuing around 10 lakh shares. But what will happen in the market? Whether they will buy only 10 lakh shares, that is the question mark. Nowadays, oversubscriptions are coming. If an organization is issuing for 1 crore, they may receive even up to 2 crores or 3 crores. Oversubscription. That is, markets are able to mobilize capital. That is why, in case of the third function, it is clearly mentioned that the capital markets are playing the role in allocation of mobilized funds. If our Dominic Private Limited is receiving 15 lakh shares, but he planned for only 10 lakh shares, how the BSE will allot other 5 lakh shares? That is also the role of the markets now. That is why you might have studied pro-allotment basis. If excess capital is received, how BSE is taking the clear-cut action to mobilize the extra capital amount. That is why it is also comes under the functions of capital market. So dear students, you are able to clearly identify what is the structure of Indian markets and what are its functions. You can see in this BSE. Where it is located? Anybody? Come on. BSE. Where BSE is located?
So Dalal Street, Mumbai.
Dalal Street, Mumbai. Good, Kiran. So you can see it is said to be the commercial capital, Jijibai Towers. Remember that it is not only one capital market. It is also coming under the capital market. Be clear. Anyhow, this is deciding the Indian economic stability. If green lines are going on, everybody is mentioning that the stock market is doing good and we are moving in upward direction. That is the green dashboard implies. If it is going on in red color, if it is scrolling in red color, you can see Sun Pharma is moving in red color. It means that our market is not so good. Most of them will assume that, okay, Indian situation is like that, so Indian economy is not growing. They may sometimes come into such type of worst conclusion also. This is the nervous center of finance in India. Based upon that, we can easily judge the Indian economy based upon the market of demand and supply of securities. That is why it is considered as the biggest capital market, of course. Another one you might have seen, NSE. Where it is located? NSE. Come on.
Same, sir. Once again, Mumbai.
Mumbai. Yes. It is also in Mumbai. Never assume that since it is NSE, it is in New Delhi. Some of them used to mention in case of examinations, NSE is located in Delhi and BSE is located in Mumbai. It is not like that. Both are in Mumbai. National Stock Exchange. Here, Nifty. If Nifty is moving up, it means that Indian economy is moving in upward direction. If Nifty is coming down, then it is called as the bearish effect and we are not progressing. That is a simple conclusion everybody is taking because the entire nation is judged by the capital market. Dear students, that you must know. Another one. I think whether you know or not, some of them may not know, but I already told. This is India INX. It is the India's first international platform for raising the money from abroad. India International Exchange, which is located in the Gift City in Gujarat. Of course, it is promoted by BSE. If you want to raise money from other countries, you can approach the India INX. See that one. It depends upon you. If you want to promote a company and if you are promoting that company from the outside participation, then you have to approach the India INX. Be clear. So these are main capital markets in India. But the capital market definition includes the private funding agencies like venture capital, development banks also. Be clear. But this is the main examples. Either BSE or NSE or India INX or MCX, that is multiple commodity exchange. This thing you will know clearly. So dear students, these are all called the capital market. Here also they are raising the money, but in a different method. Here in India INX, the raising of money is from other country. So based upon today's discussion, you must know what are all the instruments in capital market, that is the debt equity. Even we will discuss in future class the exchange traded funds. That is what is the pure securities, that is the equity shares. Equity is called as the pure financing. And you can see hybrid means which include debt and equity. Now we are having derivatives also. That is future contract. That is also now available in the capital market. With this, we will conclude today's class and we'll continue the class tomorrow morning, I think first hour, from the some of the financial instruments from BSE. Then we will have the discussion of capital market with the case study of Reliance, how Reliance raised money in capital market. Okay. Now you can switch on your video for your attendance. Only Neeraj is there. Okay, good. Very good. Nobody is sleeping. I thought you are all sleeping. Huh? Very nice. Very active. So you are all very active. Ready for next coffee break or no class today?
No class today, sir.
Oh, Then we will meet on same class tomorrow morning. I think F2 is on tomorrow morning, 9 to 10. Okay. Until then, bye. We'll meet
Thank you, sir.
tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.